Well, hello everybody, and thank you for coming. It's wonderful to see such a full house here today. So I will tell you a little bit about KidRanch. Obviously, if you're here, you've heard of it. It started as an idea quite a few years ago. A number of us were working at camp, and we would see kids that were maybe not doing so well in a group setting or that kind of thing and having to get sent home. And also thinking about the fact that some kids, that's kind of their only exposure to the gospel, is that 1 week that they come to camp, then they go home for 51 weeks, and what do they have there, right? So out of that grew the idea to start somewhere where kids could come on an ongoing basis, not just for the 1 week, but more as an ongoing mentorship thing. So from when the idea started, goodness, probably 15 years ago at least, it's kind of been growing roots since then. And slowly kids have started coming just to where I live right now. And we started to get together and just discuss what this could look like on a longer term basis and stuff like that. So from there we started getting our paperwork in order and have gotten to the point of being an actual organization run by a board. And the board members are here, most of them, but you probably can't actually see them in the dark. But if somebody is wearing a blue shirt that matches mine, they are board members. So if you want to meet them and ask questions during the intermission or afterwards, you can do that. So basically what we do is we match kids up one-on-one with a mentor, and it's all volunteer, so the scheduling kind of depends what works for the child and for the leader. But the goal is to get together once a week or a couple times a month or something like that on an ongoing basis. We do a lot of horse stuff because most of us that are involved like horses, and that's kind of just the side we came from. But we also do other stuff, sewing and baking, and we'd love to do woodwork and that kind of stuff as that becomes a possibility. Our dream is to continue to grow and to be able to reach a lot more kids. There's a lot of hurting kids out there that could use mentorship, and right now, the last couple of years, we've had about 30-40 kids come, and that's kind of the limit where we are right now, but we would love to be able to expand that. And a big step towards doing that would be to get our own place, because right now we're still running out of just where I live, which is right next to ACA. And so that is actually what this fundraiser is for. Anything that is raised tonight goes towards us being able to purchase our own property. Our dream is to get a place closer to Portage, just because closer to Portage there's a lot more people, obviously. There's also, on the bottom of the bulletins that you got, there's a little small thing that says if you would like to be a monthly donor, you can tear that off and put it in the donation can in the back. The monthly support would go towards just operating costs, you know, insurance, feeding kids hot dogs, important things like that. Feeding the horses too, that's also important. If you would like to support us by praying for us, there's also a newsletter sign up on both of the tables. There's one in the back and there's one over here. If you put down your name and either your email address or your mailing address. To be honest, I'm not very good at sending out newsletters because I get busy with 101 other things, and that tends to get left. But sometimes I send out newsletters that have prayer requests and updates and stuff like that. So if you'd like to get those, you can sign up there. If you would like to volunteer, right now a big thing for us is just promotion, getting the word out to more people, telling more people what we're doing, that kind of thing. We do not charge kids anything to come because we would very much like this to be available to troubled kids, hurting kids, that kind of thing, and often those sorts of families are the ones that maybe wouldn't be able to afford something like this, so we don't charge the kids anything. It's entirely funded by support. I lost my train of thought completely. If you would like to volunteer, like I was saying, the helping with promotion and stuff is a huge thing right now. Once we get our own place, we would have a lot more spots for volunteers, like with just repairs or maintenance or that kind of thing. Right now, that's not so much of a thing. If you would like to volunteer as a mentor, you have to be over 16. You could come talk to us about more information about that. To donate financially right now, it could be cash, check, or e-transfer. We are not a charity yet, so we cannot give tax receipts. We're working towards that, but we haven't got there yet. But there are donation cans on both tables if you want to put something in there. And I had notes somewhere. I don't actually know where they got to, but we really appreciate everybody coming out tonight, and this is a real big encouragement to us to see this many people interested in coming to support us. So we are going to have a break now, an intermission, and there are desserts over here on the tables. We kind of have a full house, so if you can make your way in an orderly fashion towards the back and file by the buffet from that side. There is some gluten-free stuff there, and there is coffee, there's hot water for tea, there is iced tea and water. And after the intermission, I guess we will find out the rest of what happens to Little Creek Ranch. So thank you again for coming, and enjoy your desserts.